Jnanakosha, Puranas,
सर्गश्च प्रतिसर्गश्च वंशो मन्वन्तराणि च वंशानुचरितं चैव पुराणं पञ्चलक्षणम्.
Varaha Purana. Austerities associated with Lord Vishnu's incarnations. Matsya Dwadasi Vrata. Matsya Dwadashi is celebrated on the 12th day of Hindu month Margarisha. On this auspicious day, a devotee should worship Lord Matsya, the incarnation of Lord Vishnu, with appropriate rituals and give charity to Brahmins. Prithvi was the first one to observe this particular austerity while she was being abducted to Rasathala by a mighty demon named Hiranyaksha. A devotee who observes a fast on this day and worships Lord Matsya with appropriate rituals attains to Brahmaloka and remains there for eternity. Such a person attains a divine body when creation commences after the period of deluge. An issueless woman is blessed with a virtuous son if she observes a fast on this day. Matsya Dwadasi is capable of absolving a man even of the gravest of his sin. Kurma Dwadashi Vrata. This particular austerity is dedicated to the worship of Lord Kurma, the incarnation of Lord Vishnu. It is celebrated on the 12th day of the bright half of the Hindu month Pausha. The austerity which commences on the 10th day itself, when a devotee is supposed to purify himself by taking a holy bath. On the following day, he observes a fast and worships Lord Kurma with appropriate rituals. He breaks his fast on Dwadashi, which marks the conclusion of the austerity. A devotee who observes a fast on this auspicious day becomes absolved of all his sins and attains salvation. Varaha Dwadashi Vrata. Varaha Dwadashi is celebrated on the 12th day of the bright half of the Hindu month Magha. This was the day on which Prithvi had been rescued by Lord Varaha, the incarnation of Lord Vishnu. An idol of Lord Varaha is installed on a pot filled with water and worshipped with appropriate rituals amidst the continuous chanting of the mantra Om Varaha Namaha. Offering of virtues, various articles are made while worshipping Lord Varaha: sandalwood, incense, Naivedya. After the accomplishment of the rituals, Brahmins are fed and charity given to them. One who observes a fast on this day enjoys a good health and prosperity. Such a man becomes absolved of all his sins and attains to heaven after his death. Narasimha Dwadashi Vrata. This austerity is observed on the 12th day of the bright half of the Hindu month Falguna. A devotee should observe fast on this day and worship Lord Narasimha with appropriate rituals. This particular austerity is capable of absolving a man from all his sins. Varaha Dwadashi Vrata. Vamana Dwadashi is celebrated on the 12th day of the bright half of the Hindu month Chaitra. A devotee should observe a fast and worship Lord Vamana by saying the following prayer: O Lord Vamana, the dwarfish incarnation of the Almighty Vishnu, who took incarnation on the auspicious day of Dwadasi in the month of Chaitra, I seek your blessings. One who observes a fast on this day is blessed and protected from all kinds of danger. Jamadagnya Dwadasi Vrata. This austerity is related with the worship of Lord Parashurama, who is also famous as Jamadagnya. It is celebrated on the 12th day of the bright half of the Hindu month Vaisakha. Before commencing the rituals, a devotee should purify himself by taking a bath and then worship an idol of Lord Parashurama kept on a pot filled with water. While worshipping, he should make offerings of various articles to the deity, flowers, sandalwood are observed. It is mandatory to remain awake for the whole night. On the following day, he should donate the idol to a Brahmin. A devotee who observes a fast on this day gets all his wishes fulfilled and attains to Brahmaloka. Kalki Dwadasi Vrata. A devotee should commence this austerity by observing a fast on the 11th day of the bright half of the Hindu month Bhadrapada and break it on the following day, Dwadasi. He should worship Lord Kalki with appropriate rituals. As per the norms of the rituals, the idol of Lord Kalki is placed on a pot which is filled with water. This idol is donated to a learned Brahmin on the following day, Trayodasi. Padmanabha Dwadasi Vrata. This austerity is related with the worship of Lord Padmanabha, an epitaph of Lord Vishnu, and is observed on the 12th day of the bright half of the Hindu month Ashwini. One important characteristic of the ritual is that all the organs of Lord Padmanabha is worshipped. The idol is placed on a pot filled with water, and while worshipping, offerings of various articles are made, flowers, fruits, sandalwood. On the following day, the idol is donated to a Brahmin. One who observes a fast on this day enjoys a prosperous life and attains to the abode of Lord Padmanabha. Dharani Vrata. This particular austerity is observed in the Hindu month of Kartika. The rituals commence by worshipping various organs of Lord Narayana amidst the chanting of different mantras, which are as follows. Om Sahasra Shri Namaha, head. Om Purushaya Namaha, arms. Om Vishwa Rupai Namaha, throat. Om Jnana Straya Namaha, weapons. Om Sri Vatsaya Namaha, chest. Om Gagda Garishta Navaya Namaha, abdomen. Om Divya Murtitaya Namaha, waist. Om Sahasrapadhyaya Namaha, feet. Similarly, Sri Krishna Dwadasi is celebrated in the Hindu month of Ashada, Shukla Paksha. A devotee should worship Lord Krishna on this day and observe a fast. Buddha Dwadasi Vrata. Lord Buddha is believed to be the incarnation of Lord Vishnu. The austerity begins on the 11th day of the bright half of the Hindu month Ravana. On this day, Lord Vishnu is worshipped with appropriate rituals and by making offerings of various articles like flowers, fruits, incense. The following mantras should be chanted while worshipping the various organs of Lord Vishnu. Om Damodaraya Namaha, feet. Om Rishikeshaya Namaha, waist. Om Sanatanaya Namaha, abdomen. Om Sri Vatsa Dharane Namaha, chest. Om Chakraparayana Namaha, arms. Om Hareye Namaha, throat. Om Manjukeshaya Namaha, head. Om Bhadraya Namaha, top knot. After the accomplishment of rituals, the idol should be donated to a Brahmin. Subhavrata. This particular austerity on the first day of the Hindu month Margashira. It is related with the worship of Lord Vishnu, and the rituals have come special characteristics, having one meal on the 11th day of the month Ekadasi, donating barley to Brahmins, worshipping the idol of goddess Prithvi on Ekadasi. The austerity concludes on Dwadasi. On Ekadasi, goddess Parvati is also worshipped along with Lord Vishnu. Both the idols are installed inside by side and covered with white clothes. After that, some rice grains are scattered in front of both the idols. As per the norms of the rituals, a devotee is required to remain awake for the whole night. Next morning, he should invite 24 Brahmins and feed them. He should also donate a cow, apparels, ornaments, an umbrella, wooden sandal, and similar articles to them. A devotee who observes a fast on this auspicious day enjoys prosperity. Dhanya Vrata. This particular austerity is a form of Nakta Vrata, which means observing fast for the whole day and breaking it in the night. The austerity commences on the first day of the bright half of the Hindu month Agha and lasts for a year. Rituals including worshipping Agni Deva, an embodiment of Lord Vishnu, chanting of certain mantras, praising the glory of the deity, and performing havan. There are specific instructions on the type of food a devotee should have during the course of this austerity for 4 months, Chaitra to Ashada. He should have delicacies like kheer, seasoned in pure ghee. From Shravana to Kartik, he should have food items prepared from gram flour. This way, the austerity lasts for 1 year, whereby a devotee observes fast on the first day of every month that follows. The austerity concludes by worshipping an idol of Lord Agni made of gold. The idol is adorned with a piece of red cloth and red flowers are offered to the deity while worshipping. After the rituals are accomplished, the idol should be donated to a Brahmin. The observance of this particular austerity brings good fortune to a man and makes him prosperous. Kanti Vrata. This austerity is related with the worship of Sri Krishna and Balarama. It commences on the second day of the bright half of the Hindu month Kartika and lasts for a year, whereby a devotee observes fast on the second day of every month that follows. While worshipping Balarama, a devotee should chant Om Baladevaya Namaha, and while worshipping Sri Krishna, he should chant Om Keshavaya Namaha. Subsequently, Aradhya is offered to both the deities. A devotee should have food prepared from barley flour in the night, but those devotees who have resolved to observe this austerity for 4 months, beginning from Falgun, should live only on kheer. Offerings of rice and sesame seeds are made in the sacrificial fire during the months of Aghan and Kartik respectively. The rituals conclude by worshipping the deity Chandrama at the end of the year. Finally, all the 3 idols, Sri Krishna, Balarama and Chandrama, should be donated to Brahmins. A devotee who observes this austerity is bestowed with a charming personality. Saubhagyavrata. This austerity commences on the 3rd day of the bright half of the Hindu month, Falguna, and lasts for a year, whereby a devotee observes fast on the 3rd day, bright half, of every month that follows. According to the tradition, a devotee can either worship Shiva, Parvati, or Sri Hari Lakshmi on this auspicious day. While worshipping, the devotee should chant the following mantras: Om Gambhiraya Namaha, Om Saubhagyaya Namaha, Om Devaya Namaha, Om Trinetraya Namaha, Om Vachaspataya Namaha, Om Rudraya Namaha. One important feature of this ritual is making offerings of honey and ghee to the sacrificial fire. During the course of rituals, a devotee should have food prepared from pure cereals, preferably wheat. After the rituals are accomplished, at the end of the year, the idols should be donated to Brahmins. One who observes this austerity is blessed with good fortune in his successive 7 births. Avigna Vrata. As the name implies, this austerity clears all the obstacles faced by a man. It commences on the 4th day of the bright half of the Hindu month Falguna and lasts for 4 months, whereby a devotee observes fast on the 4th day, bright half of every month that follows. An important characteristics of this austerity is the importance and use of sesame seeds in its ritual. It is not only the chief constituent of the diet, but it is also offered in the sacrificial fire and donated to the Brahmins as well. After observing this austerity for 4 months, a devotee should conclude it by worshipping Lord Ganesh in the 5th month and donating the Ganesh idol to a Brahmin along with 5 pots filled with sesame seeds. While worshipping Lord Ganesha, he should chant the following mantras: Om Suryaya Namaha, Om Dhiryaya Namaha, Om Gajanaya Namaha, Om Lambodharaya Namaha, Om Ekadantatraya Namaha. A devotee thus becomes free from every obstacle and gets all his wishes. Shanti Vrata. This austerity commences on the 5th day of the bright half of the Hindu month, Kartika, and lasts for a year, whereby a devotee observes fast on the 5th day, bright half of the every month that follows. It is related with the worship of Lord Vishnu and Sheshanag. A devotee should abstain from hot and spicy food during the course of this austerity. Lord Vishnu's idol is purified by chanting mantras and by performing ablutions with milk. Offerings of sesame seeds and milk are made in the sacrificial fire. After the accomplishment of the rituals at the year end, Brahmins are invited and fed. Finally, the idols of Sheshanag is donated to one of them. A devotee who performs this austerity becomes free from all kinds of turbulence in his life and experiences peace and tranquility. Calm breath. This austerity is related with the worship of Lord Kartikeya and is observed in the bright half of the Hindu month Pausha. On the 6th day of this month, a devotee is expected to live on nothing else but fruits. Lord Kartikeya is also known by several other names: Sadanand, Senani, Kritikaust, Kumar, Skand. The austerity concludes by feeding the Brahmins at the end of their and making donations to them. A devotee who observes this austerity gets all his wishes fulfilled. Arogya Vrata. This austerity is related with the worship of Lord Surya Narayana, who is also known by several other names like Aditya, Bhaskara, Ravi, Bhanu, Divakar, Prabhakar. A devotee should observe a fast on the 7th day of any month and worship Lord Surya Narayana. The fast should be broken on the next day, Ashtami. A devotee can continue this ritual for 1 year following the above mentioned rituals. A devotee who observes the rituals of this austerity becomes free from all kinds of diseases and enjoys a healthy life. Putra Prapti Vrata. This austerity commences on the 8th day of the bright half of the Hindu month Bhadrapada. The rituals consist of taking a sankalpa on the preceding day and worshipping Lord Sri Hari on the next day with appropriate rituals. Offerings are made to the sacrificial fire, which usually consists of articles like barley, sesame seeds, ghee. The austerity concludes by feeding the invited Brahmins and making donations to them. This way, the austerity continues for a year, whereby a devotee observes fast on Ashtami of every month. A sunless person is blessed with a son if he observes this austerity with total devotion. This austerity, which is popularly known as Krishna Ashtami, also helps a devotee to become absolved of gravest of sins. Shaurya and Sarvabhauma Vrata. Shaurya and Sarvabhauma Vrata is related with the worship of goddess Durga and is observed on the 9th day of the bright half of the Hindu month Ashwin. The rituals commence by taking a sankalpa as well as observing a fast on the preceding day Saptami. The fast is broken on the next day Ashtami by having fruits. Cereals are excluded from the diet. One important aspect of this austerity is the worship of virgin girls along with goddess Durga. One who observes the rituals of the austerity attains power, valor, and strength. Sarvabhauma Vrata is related with the worship of all the 10 directions considered as goddesses. A fast is observed on the 10th day of the bright half of the Hindu month Kartika and lasts for a year, whereby a devotee observes fast on the 10th day, that is a bright half day, of every month that follows. One important characteristic of this is that it is broken at the end of the day by having rice and curd. Making sacrifices in the name of the 10 incarnations are the inseparable part of this austerity. A devotee who observes this austerity lasting for a year remains invincible in whatever he does.